ask, how do we understand why these wars are taking place, and how do we understand whether the war is taking place for a religious cause or for some personal self-desire? So, how do we understand? How do we judge through scriptures?
So the question about why there are so many wars and so many problems, huh? So firstly, you have to understand this is the iron age of hypocrisy and quarrel. Kali Yuga is the iron age of hypocrisy and quarrel. So to get people quarreling, the best way to get people to quarrel is only through religion. Yes?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. So in order to make them quarrel more, so this Kali Yuga, these religions are created, especially the Buddhist religion, the Jain religion, the Christian religion, the Muslim religion, and so many religions, you see. During different yugas, there was only one religion, that is the Vedic religion. But in Kali Yuga, all these other religious systems have propped up. So because of this, so men are fighting like anything, over religion. And plus, because they are doing so many sinful activities, especially cow killing, uh, as a result of this, what we say, indiscriminate killing, innocent living animals have been killed by the millions. Therefore, it's bound to have wars. Hmm? Yes?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. So if you do anything that is against Shastric principles, then what do you expect? No?
Yes, bro.
Yes?
Yes, bro.
Yes or no?
Yes, bro.
Can see here. There's another good instruction to animal killers. There are always animal killers and animal eaters in human society because less civilized people are accustomed to eating meat. In the Vedic civilization, meat eaters are advised to kill an animal for the goddess Kali or similar demigod. This is in order not to give the animal unnecessary pain, as slaughterhouses do. In the Balidan, sacrifice to a demigod, it is recommended to cut the throat of an animal with one slice. This would be done on a dark moon night, and the painful noises expressed by the animal at the time of being slaughtered are not to be heard by anyone. There are also many other restrictions. Slaughter is allowed only once a month, and the killer of the animal has to suffer similar pains in his next life. At the present moment, so-called civilized men do not sacrifice animals to a deity in a religious or ritualistic way. They openly kill animals daily by the thousands for no purpose other than the satisfaction of the tongue. Because of this, the entire world is suffering in so many ways. Politicians are unnecessarily declaring war, and according to the stringent laws of material nature, massacres are taking place between nations. Prakrite kiryamanani gunair karmani sarvasha ahankara vimudatma kartahamiti manyate. The bewildered spirit soul under the influence of the three modes of material nature thinks himself to be the doer of activities. They are in actuality carried out by nature. The laws of Prakriti nature are very stringent. No one should think that he has the freedom to kill animals and not suffer the consequences. One cannot be safe by doing this. Narada Muni herein says that animal killing is offensive, especially when animals are given unnecessary pain. Meat eaters and animal killers are advised not to purchase meat from the slaughterhouse. They can worship Kali once a month, kill some unimportant animal, and eat it. Even by following this method, one is still an offender. So you can see this is a clear, indication. Hmm?
Yes,
Yes.
yes, bro.
So this is how people are declaring war because
War.
unnecessary killing of animals, no?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. That's why India is supposed to be the leaders to teach the whole world. But instead of teaching the whole world to stop this, they themselves are following all these,
Mm.
non-Vedic principles. Hmm?
Yes, bro.
Yes. So Kali Yuga will progress more and more and more, and more wars will be expected.
Mm.
Correct?
Yes, bro.
So the only way to stop this is unless we become Krishna conscious. Otherwise, there's no way one can, live peacefully in Kali Yuga.
Mm.
Yes.
Yes, bro.
Hmm. That's why Krishna consciousness is so important, no? Yes.
Yes, bro.
Hmm. If you don't become Krishna conscious, then how you can expect to have peace? Correct?
Yes, bro.
In the Bhagavad Gita it is said, no? Nasti buddhi ayuktasya, na cha ayuktasya bhavana,
Mm.
na cha bhavyahataha santir,
Um,
ashantitaha sukham. One who is not connected with Supreme and Krishna consciousness can have neither transcendental intelligence nor steady mind, without which there is no possibility of peace.
mm.
How can there be any happiness without peace? Hmm?
Mm.
So if you don't connect to Krishna, then there's absolutely no chance. Hmm. You understand?
Yes, bro.
Krishna also says here, no one is dear to the Supreme Personality of Godhead, nor is anyone his enemy or friend. But he gives inspiration to those who have not forgotten him and destroys those who have. Huh?
Yes, bro.
You understand? You think Krishna will let you enjoy the material world? It's a place of suffering, no?
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes, bro.
You break the laws, then you're going to get into a lot of trouble. Correct?
Mm.
You cannot try to think that you can be independent and do whatever you like. No, that's not possible, no? Right? Yes?
Yes, bro.
How you can think that Krishna is such a fool? He created everything for you to what? Yeah, create a lot of problems. Right?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. So that's why I see so many problems in Kali Yuga. Why? Hmm? Hmm? Yeah. The wise souls who understand how your Maya dilutes all living human beings render potent, loving service to you, who are the source of liberation from birth and death. How indeed can fear of material life affect your faithful servant? On the other hand, see this point here? On the other hand, your borrowing eyebrows, the triple rim wheel of time, repeatedly terrify those who refuse to take shelter of you. Is that? Hmm? Can you imagine this? Hmm? So you try to become independent of the Lord, then you're going to be severe consequences. No, correct? So why there will not be wars? Why there will not be famine? Why will not be, floods and so on and so forth? Because there's misuse of the independence that is given to us. The whole idea is to worship God from morning to night, but instead of doing that, we are trying to forget God, no? Correct?
Yes,
Hmm?
yes, bro.
So what will happen? Nothing happens, is it?
Mm.
Everybody can go on doing all nonsense, and then the Lord will be soul tolerant, no?
Mm.
Yeah, correct? If it is your house and everyone misusing your property, you will be quiet, is it?
No,
Huh?
no.
Correct. Can you imagine?
Yes, bro.
Oh, the Lord is not such a fool, Maya is terrifying.
Mm.
Krishna says, no, the stringent laws of Maya, so difficult to overcome. Problem created by your mind, problem created by the other people's mind, problem created by the demigods. There are going to always be problems. Hmm?
Yes, bro.
So why there should not be wars? Huh? Tell me.
Hmm. So,
Uh,
Prabhu, this Israel claims that this war is happening for the purpose of establishing dharma from the Bible, like that they claim. So, how do we understand that when the war should happen to establish dharma and when it is?
It says in their religion that you cannot kill the cow. Cannot eat the cow with blood. Cannot eat any meat with blood inside.
Mm,
How to how to take blood out of the meat? Is it possible? Not possible. Huh?
mm,
Correct?
yes, bro.
They have a very cruel way of killing the animal. They kill the animal and then they put it into some kind of a centrifugal, motion equipment that swirls around like this. And the cow is put inside and is swirling around until the blood all comes out, they claim. Hmm? You're supposed to not eat any meat with blood inside, right? Hmm? Can you take the blood out of the meat? That means you cannot.
Mm,
They're trying some way. They call it kosher meat.
yeah, here in India they call it halal.
Yes. So how you can do something like this? And then you say you are fighting religious war. First you act religiously, no? Correct?
Yeah,
If you are not religious, how you can fight religious wars? Tell me. Hmm?
yes, bro.
Hmm. So the whole thing to start off is already irreligious. And in irreligion, you want to make it religion. How is it possible? Hmm?
Yes,
You first follow the orders of God. You don't kill. Hmm?
yes, bro.
They say that's now the verse. If you kill, then you will be killed.
Mm,
Correct?
yes, bro.
Hmm. So we should be very careful that we should not get into this. The only solution is Krishna consciousness. There's no other solution to this.
Mm,
Hmm?
mm, yes, yes, bro.
Hmm. Whether you claim to be this or that, okay, you follow
Mm,
to the letter, to whatever direction you've been given. Especially this killing must stop. Every religion
mm,
does not condone killing.
yeah, yes, bro.
Yeah?
Yes, bro. So these they are actually Jews, right? So Jews are different from Christians.
The reason why Jesus Christ left the Jewish faith is because he was seeing that in the synagogue they were doing killing of animals.
Mm,
He came out of that, and he started Christianity because they were killing animals in the church, in the synagogue. I will not allow this in the kingdom of my father. So that's how he started. No, you understand?
mhm.
So killing is the most sinful activities. to kill, then there's no religion, because God will not go to anyone who claims to be killing, no? Everybody can go to him except the animal killers, no? Yes?
Yes, bro.
Hmm? I think this is the verse, is it? Yeah, 10:14. You see the word here, Vina. You see this word, Pasugana, no?
Ashugnath.
Pasugana means killer of animals, you know? See? Either a butcher or one who's killing his own self. So everybody can come. Glorification of the Supreme Personality of Godhead is performed in the parampara system that is conveyed from spiritual master to disciple. Such glorification is relished by those no longer interested in false temporary glorification of its cosmic manifestation. Description of the Lord are the right medicine for the conditioned soul undergoing repeated birth and death. Therefore, who will cease hearing such glorification except one who is a butcher or
Killing
one?
his own self.
So, in other words, if a person who is doing these activities, he will not be interested in worshipping the Lord, you know.
Lord. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yes, bro.
Understand?
Mm.
So, here you can see there's another verse. How can religious system that produce envy of oneself and others be beneficial for oneself and for them? What is auspicious by following such a system? What is actually to be gained? By cursing pain to one's own self due to self envy, and by cursing pain to others, one arouses your anger and practices irreligion.
Mm.
You understand?
Bro.
Huh?
Yes, bro.
You cannot do this killing business, you know. This killing and God consciousness don't go together.
Together. Yeah.
Hmm?
Yeah. Yes, bro.
You stop this killing, then yes, everything will become auspicious.
Mm.
But if you are killing, then there's no question, you know. You understand?
Yes, bro.
Hmm?
Yes, bro.
So why wars? Why there shouldn't be wars? That's the question. Not why there's war. Why shouldn't there be wars? Eh?
Mm. Yes, bro.
So you explain. People are saying we are fighting the dharmic war. How can there be dharmic when you are
Mm.
actually adharmic? Eh?
Mm. Yes, bro.
There's no question of dharmic. Hmm. War means that, like, the Kurukshetra war, they all go to
Mm.
a private place, in Kurukshetra, and there they sort out the matter, and whoever wins, they become the next king. Not that you go on fighting and fighting and fighting and killing and children and women and all getting killed. Is this called dharmic
Mhm.
war? Hmm?
Mm. No.
Hmm.
No.
Yeah, bombing and
Raping women, kidnapping.
doing all these crazy things. How can it be a dharmic war? Hmm? So you both
Yes,
parties,
bro.
like Kurukshetra, the Pandavas and the Kauravas, they assembled together and then they decided who will be the next king. Finish? Yes?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. Not that you go and fight in the city and children and women and all are getting bombed and getting killed. How can tell me, is this religion? Hmm?
No. No. No.
One who kills women, children, old people, uh, they're considered demonic,
Yes,
no?
bro.
Correct?
Yes, bro.
And they say this is religious. Huh? Hmm?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yes, bro.
So you see how whole thing has become completely, twisted in their meaning. Huh? Yes.
Yes, bro.
Everything has become completely messed up. Huh? Hmm? The whole world is in a mess because Kali, when you disobey Krishna, then Krishna will create all these things. Just now we read the verse, if you don't, I will destroy you, Krishna say, correct?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. Everything is managed by Krishna. So there's another question. Prabhu, should we hear Prabhupada chanting instead of our own chanting while we are chanting? So here you can see in this verse, Lord Shiva voluntarily came to bless the sons of the king as well as to do something beneficial for them. He personally chanted the mantra so the mantra would be more powerful, and he advised that the mantra be chanted by the king's son, Rajaputras. When a mantra is chanted by a great devotee, the mantra becomes more powerful. Although the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra is powerful in itself, a disciple upon initiation receives the mantra from his spiritual master. For when the mantra is chanted by the spiritual master, it becomes more powerful. Lord Shiva advised the sons of the king to hear him attentively, for inattentive hearing is offensive. So that's why we recommend that you chant by playing Prabhupada tape also, because by the hearing of his chanting, then we very quickly can make advancement. Yes, in all temples during japa session we play Prabhupada tape and we chant along. That's our system. And you find by hearing the pure devotees chanting like Prabhupada, then yes, it becomes more potent. Yes, and most of the time when we chant, we are not even hearing what we are chanting anyway. Correct? Hmm? Is it not? Hello? Who is asking this question? Huh? Hmm. So we have to hear the vibration, it says here. Hmm? Hmm. So this is why associating with the pure devotee is so important. Then our mind can become subdued. Eh? This mind is not so easy to control, no. Hmm? The mind is very difficult to control. The mind is like an impetus source that even persons who have regulated their sense and breath cannot control. Hmm? Those in this world who try to tame the uncontrolled mind but who abandon the feet of the spiritual master and encounter hundreds of obstacles in the cultivation of various distressful practices. So while chanting, if you keep our spiritual masters with us, then it is a safe practice. But you abandon, then you're going to have a lot of difficulties trying to do it on your own. Anyway, spiritual master, spiritual life means spiritual master. Hmm? You don't have spiritual master, there's no meaning to spiritual life, no? Yes? Hmm? Correct. So we have to always be dependent on our spiritual master. Then it will become easy. But if we abandon our spiritual master, then how to make progress? Hmm? We should always become dependent. That should be the ideal position. Correct? Hmm? Okay, that is explained also here. To understand things properly, uh, one must. You see the word here, one must. It is not that you can, or maybe you can try, or it is optional. No, no, one must. Humbly approach with firewood in hand a spiritual master who is learned in the Vedas and firmly devoted to the absolute truths. You must. You cannot say there's a choice. So the spiritual life is based on that. Hmm? See, this realization, my dear boy, cannot be acquired by logic. It must be spoken by an exceptionally qualified spiritual master, a knowledgeable disciple. Hmm? So you see here, non-Vaishnavas are often uh, disregard the importance of surrendering to a spiritual master who stands in an authorized line of disciplic succession, relying instead on their own ability. Proud yogis and jnanis exhibit their apparent success to impress the world, but their glory is but temporary. So this kind of thing, trying to become too smart, it's an obstacle. Hmm? On the other hand, a humble, steadfast devotee of Lord Vishnu and of the Vaishnava is assured an easy victory over the stubborn mind. He need not concern himself with performing the eightfold system of yoga, taking other such measures to keep his mind steady. Sarvam chaitan gurau bhaktya purushoya anjasa jayat. A person can easily obtain all these goals simply by being devoted to the spiritual master. See this thing? Yeah? A person can easily obtain all these goals simply by being devoted to this spiritual master. Right? Otherwise, a non-devotee may conquer his senses and vital and still fail to tame his mind, which will continue to run wild like an unbroken horse. He will suffer unending anxiety over the troublesome execution of various spiritual practices, and in the end, he will remain just as lost in the vast material ocean as he ever was. The analogy given here is very appropriate. A group of merchants who hastily enter into sea voyage with expectation of great profit, but who fail to hire a competent helmsman for their boat, will simply experience great difficulties. Hmm? Srimad Bhagavatam declares the importance of a bona fide spiritual master in many places, such as this verse from the 11th canto. Nardeham adyam sulabham sudurlabham plavam sukapam guru karnadharam maya anukulena naba aswatiretam puman bhavadim natarat sa atmaha. Uh, the human body, which can award all benefits in life, is automatically obtained by the laws of nature. Although it is a very rare achievement, this human body can be compared to a perfectly constructed boat, having the spiritual master, captain, and the instruction of the personality of Godhead as favorable wind, impelling it on its course. Considering all these advantages, a human being who does not utilize his human life to cross the ocean of material existence must be considered the killer of his own soul. Therefore, the first business of one who takes human life seriously to find out a spiritual master who can guide him in Krishna consciousness. O transcendently blissful Guru, when my mind finally achieves a place at your lotus feet, all the tiresome labor of my spiritual practice will be finished. And by your mercy, I will experience great happiness. This is a Sri Srila Sridhar Swami praise. So you see how important it is that we must always be thinking and living under the shelter of our spiritual master and praying for his mercy at every step of our life. That should be our, sincere prayers. So even while chanting, although we can chant Hare Krishna independently, but it is advised that we chant along with our spiritual master. Which Srila Prabhupada has so kindly given, he has chanted and we can hear his chanting. This is owing to the mercy of our spiritual master. Hmm? Yes? Huh? So this should be our mood. And then you see, by mercy of our spiritual master, many things will come out auspicious. But when we neglect this practice and try to become independent, and that's where the whole problem starts, no? This independent thinking is the cause of many, many problems. This is what has happened to our, so-called organization. You can see how everybody has deviated so much. Hmm? This incident here described is very significant. Previous verse is stated, Veena Maha, Pada Rajabhishekam. One cannot attain perfection without smearing the dust from the lotus feet and exalt devotee on his head. If one always follows the orders of spiritual master, there is no question of falling down. Is this point? If one always follows the order of the spiritual master, there is no question of falling down. As soon as a foolish disciple tries to overtake his spiritual master and become ambitious to occupy his post, he immediately falls down. Yasha prasada, Bhagavad prasada, yasha aprasada. It is yasha aprasada means one doesn't have that mercy, no? Aprasada means who doesn't have that mercy of Guru. Nagatir kutopi, he cannot get anything, he falls down. If a spiritual master is considered an ordinary man, the disciple surely loses his chance to advance further. This is the biggest problem. They think Prabhupada is dead and gone. He is an ordinary man who died. Despite a very rigid life in devotional service, Bharat Maharaj did not consult a spiritual master when he became overly attached to a deer. Consequently, he became strongly attached to deer and forgetting his spiritual routine, he fell down. So you see how this is the result. When we don't take shelter of the spiritual master, then fall down is inevitable. Huh? Yes. Hmm. What do you think? Huh? So all these instructions are very, subtly they all are connected. Beginning from chanting, uh, our consciousness. That's why Prabhupada has, made, mandatory, that worship of Guru is done. Our whole morning program is worshipping Guru only. Huh? Our society, we chant Samsara prayer in the beginning, correct? Samsara prayer is what? One day Sri Guru Charanaravindam. Worship of who? Our Mangalarti starts by worshipping Guru, correct? Hmm? And then we chant, after that we have the Tulasi Puja, Tulasi, no, Narayana, no, Namaste, Narashinga, and then the Tulasi Puja. And then we again, after deity greeting, we have Guru Puja again. Normally, Guru Puja is most societies and institutions, they are done once a year during Guru Purnima. But in our case, Prabhupada has made it mandatory that we have to do worship of Guru every day. It's not even in the Gaudiya Mata. Every day, Guru Puja. Why? Prabhupada realized the importance that how we must focus ourselves on the mercy of Guru. So when we try to be independent of that, then we have got big, big problems. You can see, even despite all this rigid, implementation, and still the whole society deviated. Despite his love for all of us, putting all these, principles in to safeguard, but still you see how things have gone. Correct? As for therefore an intelligent person, he should understand this and he not move an inch away from the lotus feet of the spiritual master. That will be the success. When you try to think, as Prabhupada said, that the spiritual master is an ordinary person who dies and and is dead and gone, then that's going to be the biggest downfall. That is the difference between us. ISKM, we are not going to make this mistake. And we cannot make this mistake. The advancement will be checked, finish. I say, if the spiritual master is considered an ordinary man, the disciple surely loses his chance to advance further. Finish. So you please try to understand. Advancement further means to capture the lotus feet of the Lord. Until you capture the lotus feet of the Lord, fall down is inevitable. Even you may rise highest to the highest yoga platform. Because you don't catch hold the lotus feet of Krishna, then you will fall down. It's spoken by Lord Brahma. So similarly, if we don't capture the lotus feet of Krishna through the mercy of the spiritual master, then fall down is inevitable. So we have to be very, very cautious. And how to be cautious? To always depend on Guru and Krishna. And we cannot separate ourselves from this kind of instruction or consciousness. Then yes, our spiritual life will become very smooth sailing. Very easily, yes. Otherwise, there's going to be havoc, There are going to be havoc in the spiritual master. If a person starts considering the spiritual master as an ordinary person and does not seem to take direction from him, then finish. Yes. Is this clear? Very good. Going to chant with Prabhupada, that's how we had learned, we trained, and that's all I can teach you. If we had all any success, this is the only way, following strictly the order of the spiritual master. Yes.
Yes, sir.
Any other questions?
Uh, Hare Krishna Prabhu, can I ask one question?
Yes.
So it is in terms of Bharat Maharaj only. So did he accept any guru?
He had a guru.
Okay.
That's mentioned, but it has a guru. Spiritual life and guru are synonymous, no?
Mm.
He's speaking that to the king Rahugana that unless you smear the dust of the lotus feet on the head, then how you can make advancement? I mean, he doesn't have that, then how he can teach? Huh?
Mm.
Correct?
Okay.
You understand?
And yeah, Prabhu, correct. And just to follow up, so when we see in most of the personalities who were like Dhruva Maharaj or Prahlad Maharaj, Narad Muni had come down to give them some guidance. So, is there any reason why when Bharat Maharaj was falling down in trap of strong affection for the deer, and it was quite imminent that his downfall was there, then was it like in the plan that no help and no guidance would come in?
No, this is actually quoted in the Bhagavatam, this whole incident is for us to learn, no?
Okay.
You understand? This one case of Ajamil, how he was delivered despite him falling down. But
Hmm.
here, the Bharat Maharaj is son of God, no?
Yeah, Rishabh there. Yeah.
Huh? And
Yeah.
because he's directly son of God, and he's, in fact, Bharat, what's his name? His father was the father.
Rishabh there.
Huh?
Rishabh there.
Rishabdev. Father is Rishabdev, no? He
Yeah.
has said, among all of you, Bharat Maharaj is very advanced, you please take shelter of him, correct?
Hmm.
Despite him being recommended by the Lord himself, still this thing has happened. That means what? It's warranted.
Hmm.
No.
Teach a lesson. Yes,
That
Prabhu.
you're chanting somewhere in some isolated place and one deer has to come and all this incident. Who make this arrangement?
Hmm.
Done by the Lord,
Correct.
And then you see, if it's not arrangement of Lord, how when he passed away, thinking of the deer, he became a deer, and in the body of a deer, you could remember so many things.
Yes.
This shows clearly it's an arrangement of the Lord.
Hmm.
Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
Ah. So for us to learn how dangerous it is, even if you are in a very advanced platform, how we have to be extremely cautious in not trying to divert our
Hmm.
position.
Yeah.
He was in the power platform.
Yes.
Still, see, in a moment with the attraction for the deer, he lost all his spiritual discipline.
And last question, Prabhu. On the same topic, Rishabh Dev and the personalities like we in the same line. We hear they go to a secluded place, do Ashtanga yoga and mystic yoga, and get perfection. But in our context, in Bhagavad Gita's context, also the any advanced devotee would always preach, even he's a sannyasi. So how do we reconcile these two things? Because everybody we are seeing, all the great personalities have gone out to
You have to
jungle.
order of your spiritual master.
Okay.
Everything is done by the instruction of the spiritual master.
Hmm.
So our order is coming from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, God Himself.
Hmm.
Yare
Ja-
tek kareka, Krishna upad.
Krishna. Yes.
So if you want to become successful, as I am explaining, you must follow the order of the spiritual master, Acharya Upasana.
Yes. Okay.
If you try
Hmm.
to go to solitary place against the order of the spiritual master, then you only meditate on money and women
Hmm.
and fall down is.
Hmm.
You
Yes.
cannot try to imitate great souls, no. Correct?
Yes.
So we should follow the instruction. Even Prabhupada at that advanced age, he traveled and preached. He didn't go to some solitary place, did he?
Correct. Yeah.
Hmm?
That's right, bro.
It's explained. Preaching is so potent that even advanced souls, they want to come down to the second class to preach.
Parivragacharya.
Hmm?
Yes.
So we should try to follow this line,
Hari Praja.
Spiritual life means spiritual master. We cannot have independent, kind of ideas how spiritual life. That we cannot do that. This independent thing is dangerous.
Mm.
Hmm?
Absolutely. Thanks, Raghu.
Hmm.
Very helpful.
So because we have this crazy mind, it's always independent.
Yeah.
Hmm? And because of this independence, we are here in this material world. The independent disease, no?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So we should learn how to become. And that's the position of the living entity, to always become subservient to the orders of God, correct?
Yeah.
When we try to pursue an independent cause, and that's why we are here now, suffering the pangs of material world.
Mm.
Correct?
Yeah.
So we learn how to become dependent. That's why Guru is very important.
Mm.
When you don't obey the Guru, then how you can obey Krishna? Krishna is seeing now. Correct?
Yes.
So we should train ourselves to become overly dependent on the Guru's mercy. Yeah?
Yes.
We cannot cross the line drawn by the Guru, just like the Ram Rekha. What is that?
Lakshman Rekha.
Lakshman Rekha, no?
Mm-hmm.
That is how we should, control our mind. No, if it's not sanctioned, I'm not going to do it. I cannot act independently. I don't want to do that. That should be our consciousness. And that way we will be very safe, no? Right?
Yes.
Isn't it?
Yes, Prabhu. And there is one mention by Sukadeva Goswami. There was some fruitive activities just to exhaust that. This was planned. The fruitive activities, reactions for Bharat Maharaj.
Bharat Maharaj fruitive activity? No, he was. I don't read that. He was fruitive activity.
5-8-26, Prabhu.
5,
Bhagavatam 8:26.
5, 8, 26. What is it saying? Sukadev continued, my dear king, in this way Bharat Maharaj was overwhelmed by uncontrolled desire which was manifest in the form of the deer. Due to the fruitive results of his past deeds, he fell down from mystic yoga, austerity, and worship of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. If it is not due to his past fruitive activity, how could he have been attracted to the after giving up the association of his own family, son and family, considering them stumbling blocks on the path of spiritual life? How could he show such uncontrolled affection for deer? This was definitely due to his past karma. The king was so engrossed in petting and maintaining the deer, and he fell down from his spiritual activity. In due course, time, insurmountable, that which is compared to venomous snake that enters the hole, created a mouse, situated itself before him. It will be seen in later verses, Bharat Maharaj at the time of that would be forced to accept the body of deer to his attraction to the deer, for the deer. In this regard, a question may be raised, how can a devotee be affected by his past misconduct and vicious activity? The Brahma Samhita, it says, Karmani nindati kintu cha bhakti bhajam. For those who engage in devotional service, bhakti bhajam, the results of past deeds are indemnified. According to this, Bharat Maharaj could not be punished for his past deeds. The conclusion must be that Bharat Maharaj purposefully became over-addicted to the deer and neglected his spiritual advancement. To immediately rectify his mistake, for a short time he was awarded the body of a deer. This was just to increase the desire of a mature devotional service. Although Maharaj was awarded the body of an animal, he did not forget what had previously happened due to his past to his purposeful mistake. He was very anxious to get out of his dear body, and this indicates that his affection for devotional service was intensified so much so that he was quickly to attain perfection in a Brahmana body in the next life. It is with this conviction that we declare in our Back to Godhead magazine that devotees like the Goswamis living in Vrindavan who purposely commit some sinful activities are born in the bodies of dogs, monkeys, and tortoises in the holy land. Thus, they take on this lower life form for a short while, and after they give up their animal bodies, they again promote to the spiritual world. Such punishment is only for a short period and is not due to past karma. It may appear to be due to past karma, but is offered to rectify the devotee and bring him to pure devotional service. You understand the purport?
Yeah, yeah, bro. Okay.
Hmm?
Okay, Prabhu.
Hmm. Because this is an incident to rectify,
Yes.
Because devotees, when they take up devotional service, they don't have any more karma.
Yeah. Yes, bro.
The moment you get initiated, there's no more karma. Then how? So Krishna created this karma-like situation to strengthen the devotees or increase his attachment to Krishna.
Yeah.
These are called temporary fall downs.
Okay.
Any
Thank,
more on this?
thanks, Prabhu. No, that's was thank you.
So, another question. I have a question in past, and some days ago also I saw a dream which come true after some day. It implied that our subtle body is the power to see future. Well, this implies that Krishna is giving you some insights, not that your subtle body, it is, if you can see one time, you can see all time, unless you are Trikala Gya, a very, very advanced soul like Vyasadeva and all, they are called Trikala Gya, they can see past, present, and future. We conditioned souls, we cannot do that. So if at all get some glimpses, it's only by the mercy of Krishna giving us some, temporary hints on some things. You understand that? Hmm? How to apply Shastakam verse in English? One who is humble than a blade of grass, forbearing, who gives up due honor. You cannot apply this verse if you don't have a guru. If you don't surrender to a spiritual master, then there's no question of you becoming like this, humble than a blade of grass, more forbearing than a tree, and without desiring honor for himself, qualified to always chant the holy name of the Lord. Without the mercy of a guru, this is not possible at all. So if you want to know how to apply this, then first of all, surrender to a spiritual master. Then yes, false ego can be curbed. And once the false ego is curbed, then we will acquire the proper direction, the humility, and one thing after the other. Otherwise, it's impossible. Without Guru Ashraya, it's difficult. Yes? Very difficult. You should consider how, by the influence of my illusory energy, these three stages of mind caused by the modes of nature have been artificially imagined to exist in me. Having definitely ascertained the truth of the soul, you should utilize the sharpened sword of knowledge acquired by logical reflection and from the instructions of the sages in Vedic literature to completely cut off the false ego, which is the breeding ground of all doubts. All of you should then worship me who am situated within the heart. So without the blessing of a pure devotee, this program is impossible to do. Because of false ego only, we think that we are the doer. That's the disease, the false ego disease. And not only that, it is the breeding ground of all doubts. So to cut the false ego, you definitely need to surrender to a pure devotee, spiritual master. Otherwise, this is impossible to do. It's not possible. Yes. Hello.
Yes, true.
I think there's another verse also to. So you can see how this is how the body, gets all messed up. So we have to learn how to cut this down. No?
Yes, true.
So you can see here again. Although the false ego has no factual basis, it is perceived in many forms as the function of the mind, speech, life, air, and bodily faculties. But with the sword of knowledge, transcendental knowledge sharpened by worship of a bona fide spiritual master, a sober sage will cut off this false identification and live in this world free from all material attachment. So if you really want, then you have to take shelter of the spiritual master. You cannot do otherwise, That's why there's now we read now those who try to give up this mercy of the Guru and try to do independently encounter hundreds of obstacles in their practice. You understand? So to develop all these good qualities, humility and all these things, you have to have Guru's mercy, I think it is there in the Bhagavad Gita also. Anyone knows? Anyone knows the verse in the Bhagavad Gita? See this verse, Amanitvam, Adampitvam, Ahimsa, Chanti, Rajyavam. You can see here word Acharya Upasanam. So all these qualities can only be achieved when we have Acharya Upasanam. Humility, pridelessness, non-violence, tolerance. This is exactly that verse, no? Correct? Hello?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Approaching a bona fide spiritual master. You see the word there, approaching a bona fide spiritual master.
Yes, bro.
So how you can get all these things without approaching a spiritual master? That's not possible, no? Understand?
Yes, true. But is it possible only by taking initiation or following the instruction only?
How you will surrender without initiation?
Like before before initiation, we follow the four regulative principle and chant 16 rounds as much as possible.
Cannot do.
So
Cannot do. Unless you're connected to Guru, you won't get the strength to maintain it. You may try for some time, but eventually you may slip and fall. You understand?
oh, acha. Yes, bro.
Without Guru, you will be having your mind as your Guru, correct?
Yes.
And mind is a no-go, you know. There's no verses in the whole Shastra that support you from taking shelter of the mind. In fact, Krishna himself said the mind is your greatest enemy. Yes? Yeah?
Yes, bro.
How you can make advancement by taking shelter of your enemy? Is it possible?
No.
Yeah. That's why no Shastra will recommend you to take shelter of your mind. This is bogus. That's why you need a guru. Right? Without guru, that's forget it. You cannot make it. I mean, guru means bona fide guru. Huh? We are not talking about some, crazy guys. Yeah? You understand this?
Yes, bro. Yes, yes.
That's real humility means to surrender to a guru. That's humility. If you don't have that humility to surrender to somebody, then how you can practice humility? And false ego will
Yes.
The test of humility is when you get chastised by the guru, no? To see whether you're still humble or not. Eh? How you can learn that humility? You cannot learn it on your own. Not possible. Correct? Yes?
Yes, bro. Yes.
Eh? Chastisement is so important in a spiritual person's life. Eh? Why? Then you see you surrender. Whether you will surrender or not. Oh, he's chastising me, I'll go away. Finish. Correct?
Yes, bro.
Ah. So this kind of independent thinking that you can do spiritual life without guru is a misfit, it doesn't work, cannot work and will not work. You understand?
Yes. Yes, bro.
So you try, surrender to a guru. Try, if you cannot find one, I'm sure you know, Prabhupada is our guru. What's the problem?
Yes, bro. I'm trying to chant 16 rounds and trying to follow the 4 year principle and trying to listen more and more.
And work with the spiritual authority of, ISKM. If you can, it'll be the best for you.
Yes, bro. Connect.
Without this, it's difficult, Very, very difficult. The uncontrolled mind, as now we read, it's difficult. It's like a horse, a wild horse. Not possible to tame it. Yes?
Yes, bro.
So, okay, what is the other question? I'm sorry to say, Prabhu, but my atheist parents are here also. What your atheist parents, let them listen also. Correct? If you're born in India and you're becoming atheist, something wrong in your head, no? India is the place where all the Lord came down to show his pastimes and everything. Yes? Correct?
Correct, bro. But nowadays correct, bro. But nowadays they are opening their restaurants, big shops, and they're selling meat. And their shop name is like kind of Sri Krishna stores or Hari, they're like just like that.
I didn't understand what you're saying.
He's saying, Prabhu, so many shops selling meat and all, putting Krishna name, all this one.
Yes, bro. Yes.
So many shops selling meat. Now, if there's so many shops selling stool, will you also buy and eat?
I do not eat, but
Will you
people
buy
are
and eat?
consuming it and
But if
thinking
there are
that.
so many shops are selling stool, will you buy and eat? You have to have your intelligence, right?
Never.
Huh? It is not because the shop is selling, you have to eat that stuff, no? Correct? Where's your intelligence? Yeah?
Yes, bro.
Nonsense. You follow? Correct.
Yes, bro.
Someone who is an animal, yeah, you can go and eat stool, like the pig, But you are human. Why you should do it? Correct? Yeah?
This is a lie. Yes, bro.
If you are not going to do it, that means you are an animal. Animal don't require anything, only stick, Huh? What does the animal require? Stick. You cannot do anything else with them. You cannot teach them anything. You use the stick only. Correct? And that's how Krishna
Yes,
gives
bro.
punishment for this atheistic kind of nonsense. Correct?
Yeah.
This is nonsense, Taking everything from God and saying there's no God. What kind of nonsense is that? Huh? I come to your house and take everything from your house and say, no, this doesn't belong to you. Will you be okay with it? Huh?
No.
Oh, correct. It's nonsense. So you tell them, if they're atheistic, you tell them, don't touch anything from God. Make your own water, make your own air, make your own thing, no? Can you do that? Yeah? Can?
No, I told them that actually they are forcing me to eat meat, and I told them that I'm not gonna eat meat, and I'm going to become a bhakt. So they told me that this is not right age. So I told them that now you have got your age, so you do that. So now they are replying me that no, I don't want to do any kind of religious activity, and I'm not letting you also do that.
Hmm. This is the mentality of the demonic, They don't want to do and they don't want others to do also. You understand? So you tell them, then I will run away.
I told them that if you again if you again
Tell
do
you
this
now.
to me, so then I will go away. So then they're telling me that go away.
Yeah, go away now. You already got permission, you go. You fall down at their feet. Thank you for your blessing. I'll go.
Next time if they tell me that go away, so I'm surely I will go.
Yeah, you fall down at their feet and thank you for your blessing. I will go. Where you from? Where? Which part of India are you from?
Last
Huh?
I'm telling Prabhu, no, I'm telling.
Uh,
I'm from India. I'm from West Bengal. And no, last day, yesterday, I think I was called Pralat Prabhu, and Pralat Prabhu, instructed me that even they say that you go out, so then take a letter from them that this is my son, and this is the reason that I am kick him out from home, and you go. I agreed, and I'm from India, West Bengal.
part of West Bengal?
Actually, now I'm in Kolkata. It's not my home, but I live in Mednapur. It's like a village kind of area.
So yeah, you do like him, get a letter, from them saying that they have no more responsibility with you and you can do. How old are you now?
Actually, I have no mom and dad, and I'm now my age is 17 plus. Now next year I'm gonna be 18.
So you got to wait until you're 18, no? Huh? It's the legal age in India, 18 years old, huh? So a few more
Yes,
months,
Prabhu. Yes.
18, right? Meantime, you become determined. Just like we read this now, Krishna made Bharat fall down so he can intensify his devotion. So similarly, you push yourself, uh, and try to associate with our.
Yes, so I'm trying my best. Let's see what Krishna wants for me.
Because who is the real parent? Real parent means someone who bring you to Krishna, correct? Huh?
Yes, yes, yes. Now for me, like ISKM devotees and Prabhupada are my actual real family because they are they are making me more closer to Krishna. But my parents are doing the opposite.
Mm. If the person is not bringing to Krishna, then he should be given up, no? Correct?
Yes, Prabhu.
So you take this as your blessings. Your parents are atheistic is the blessing for you to leave, no? Correct?
Yes, yes.
So you take it that way, you thank them for being atheistic so that you can quickly leave and join, Krishna consciousness. That should be the impetus, Right. If they are favorable, then you will never leave also, correct?
Yes.
You are the only.
Actually, if they next time if they tell me that go out, do your own, so then I will go out and let's see what happens.
Yeah, that's the best way. So many lifetimes you have been rotting in this material world, and here you have parents to make you rot further. Is that intelligence? Yeah?
No, no, no. Absolutely not.
Yeah, it's a crazy thing. They're not going to be favorable, then who is their real father and mother? That we have to see, correct? Yes?
Yes, true. And even they're telling me that now I become mad, and they should send me to psychiatrist. So they're telling like this. I'm brainwashed. They're telling like this.
Yes, you should say, yes, I'm brainwashed. You say, now my brain is.
Because my brain is actually washed, because my brain was so full of dirtiness that I actually washed my brain. People I love devotees.
Correct. Only by association and devotee you can wash your brain, no? Yes? Unless you
Yes,
get,
true.
you can understand things. You cannot understand things as they are. You follow? Because the devotees are the true, friends of yours. Hmm? Because they give
Yes,
you
true.
this knowledge, no? Correct. Hmm. My devotees bestow divine eyes, whereas the sun allows only external sight, and that only when is risen in the sky. My devotees are one's real worshipful deities and real family. They are one's own self. Ultimately, they are none different from me. See? You understand this verse?
So is it only pure devotee or a normal devotee?
Normal devotee is representing a pure devotee, then what's wrong? Hmm?
Actually, sometimes in ISKCON, people, some gurus are claiming as gurus, and maybe they also gonna say that no, no, we are pure, so that's why you have to obey our orders. So that's why I'm asking.
Oh, pure, then why you disobey the order of the spiritual master? Hmm?
Yes, we can ask them, but they actually what they actually telling people that no, 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 it's all rubbish, and these things happen, and this big system is bogus. They are always telling like this, but we know that they are actually bogus, and we are right, because we are following the actually you he is this Sundar Gopāl. Actually you are following Srila Prabhupada order, so we are right, they are wrong.
So how can you be right by disobeying him? Prabhupada said
Yes,
clearly, Ritvik, yes. Yes or not?
yes,
Prabhupada said that. Ritvik, yes. Hmm?
yes, bro, yes.
So if we say Ritvik, yes, then how we are following him, how can we be wrong and you be right? Does it make any sense?
No.
Oh, you show us how you are right and we are wrong. Tell me. Show us some evidence. Correct? Hmm?
Yes, actually, ISKM TV has made 13 hours long video, and they are uploading only 2 minutes or 3 minutes video, and they're saying that no, no, we are right, they are wrong.
So you prove to them, you show them all evidences, huh? Correct?
Yes, yes, true.
And anything, actually, the best way to show is by example. If you can show by your example, exemplary behavior, apani achari, bhakti sikamu sabare, you show by example, then they will be forced to see that how you are making some good advancement by accepting Prabhupada in total, completely. Correct?
Yes, true. But so when I see, when I see some, ISKCON gurus on Instagram or Facebook or in social media, my mind says that they are offenders. They, offend Prabhupada. So I should not, see the face. So is it a Vaishnava aparadh or, I am not sure.
Prabhupada said to call a thief is no offense. And if they are misleading,
Yeah.
you are explaining how they are fallen off, then how you can be offending? You are saving people. Correct?
Yes, true.
So why you should be worried? And you're speaking the truth. How can you be wrong? Yeah?
Sometimes they act like actually they are acting like pure devotee. Otherwise, Nivanita Prabhu said that they are actually all kanishtas, but they are acting like madhyamadhikari, uttamadhikari.
You act and show us. Firstly, you show us as a Madhyama and Uttama by not falling down. All your
Yes,
Madhyama
true. Yes.
are falling down. Correct?
Guru cannot fall down. Told this video, Guru cannot fall down.
So they are falling down. So how there can be Uttama and Madhyama? They are Kanishta. Correct?
Yes, true.
You disobey Prabhupada, you already fallen down. There's no question of you making advancement by rejecting Guru. That's not possible. Shastrically, it doesn't make sense. Yes?
They are making they are making big temples, and but they are disobeying the orders of Srila Prabhupada. Then all are useless.
They are making the big temple for us. You
But
please
they are
them.
also disobeying the Srila Prabhupada orders now.
Yeah, they are disobeying the order. Therefore, they are having challenges even in making their temple. Correct?
Yes.
Hmm. Anyway, let them do their nonsense. We will go on with our work. Huh?
Yes, true.
Yeah. We should be very, very, what we say, determined in our effort in serving Srila Prabhupada, with all our life and soul. We may be small, but we have to become perfect in our discipline to follow Prabhupada to the letter. Yes? So you try to show them, huh? Prabhuji, some days ago I read some quotes from Srila Prabhupada saying that unnecessarily criticizing others make us unpopular en masse. So it means that we shouldn't criticize Ramakrishna Sadguru also Sai Baba without absolutely requires, because otherwise he will make us unpopular en masse. What's your take, Prabhu? So our take on this is to please Guru and Krishna. Our take here is not to please the masses. If you want to please the masses, then yes, you can compromise and speak all kind of nonsense. And everybody will go to hell with it. So if your idea is to send everybody to hell, then go ahead and be quiet. But if you really want to wake people up, then you have to tell who is right and who is wrong. Unless you tell who is right and who is wrong, how people are going to learn? So actually we have been ordered by Prabhupada to expose them. As an order by Prabhupada. We cannot try to do independently and think independently. No, that's not our purpose. Our purpose is to follow the order of our spiritual master very strictly. Yeah? So here Prabhupada is saying, I think it's in another place. I think it's in another place. All right. Members of the Krishna conscious movement must be very alert to defy these rascals who are apparently misleading the whole world. One such rascal known as Pandaka appeared before Lord Krishna and the Lord immediately killed him. Of course, those who are Krishna's servant cannot kill such imitation God, but they should try their best to defeat them through the evidence of Shastra, authentic knowledge received through the disciplic succession. Yes?
Yes, bro. Yes. I understand.
Propaganda put out by people claiming to be God has killed Krishna consciousness all over the world. So you mean to say that we should let them go on?
No, bro. No.
Because you want to become popular? Hello? You want to become popular by following this hodgepodge nonsense, defying religious principles and go to hell? Hello?
No, no, bro. I actually misunderstood something. Actually.
You misunderstood. So we should criticize, understand, boldly, correct, under the order of our Guru. Yes?
Yes, bro. You're right.
Not some nonsense, somebody speaks something and then everybody gets upset and he goes away to Vrindavan or some nonsense. Hello?
Yes, yes, bro. In his opinion. Yes.
They are finished. By this action, they shows they are, completely have lost the mercy of Guru and Krishna. When a person loses the mercy of Guru and Krishna, then what is his of his life? Simply
Yes, bro.
like a bellow, like a
Mm-hmm.
tree. You understand?
Yes,
Even
bro.
if we have to go to hell, we will not compromise with these rascals. You understand that?
Yes, bro.
That should be our determination. Prabhupada never compromised. We repeat what he says. Oh, then they say, oh, Prabhupada can do that, you cannot. Our duty is to follow the order of the Guru. Yes?
Yes, bro.
Huh?
Yes, bro. Now the ISKCON is saying like this way. Now modern ISKCON.
They are simply some nonsense. They have lost the mercy of Guru and Krishna. That's why they are doing all this crazy thing. They are becoming like them. They're becoming what? Like them. You understand?
Yes, bro. Yes, they are deviated, I think. Totally deviated person.
Our movement is meant to preach according to Shastra. Yes?
Yes, bro. Yes.
So if we at all have any what we say gratitude from whatever you have learned from Prabhupada, then you should help others. Yes?
Yes, bro. Right.
Ah. So you'll be a fool, if you try to compromise, then you will go to hell anyway. Do you want to go and suffer in hell millions of lifetime?
No, no, Prabhuji. I am just asking.
Yeah?
No, Prabhuji, not at all.
Ah. Should not at all. There's an injunction that you cannot, do this nonsense, There's a verse here also. You can see this verse. It shows here. Members of the society should not, therefore it says one should not, indulge in all this. You can see here in this verse. A devotee should never engage in fruitive activities in the fruitive ritual mentioned in the Karmakanda section of the Vedas, nor should he become atheistic by acting or speaking in opposition to Vedic injunction. Similarly, he should never speak like a mere logician or skeptic or take any side whatsoever in useless argument. Is it clear?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji, I understand.
Hmm.
It's in Bhagavatam.
This is Bhagavatam, yes. I've quoted Prabhupada saying and I've quoted the Bhagavatam also. So what more evidence you want? You still want to go and clap hand with these rascals? Hello?
So, Prabhuji, I have a question that in my family, my family, they following Ramakrishna mission. So,
Yeah.
in front of me, they are very much praising that Ramakrishna and thing like that. So, I should stay quiet there,
You should
or
stay.
I should.
You should stay quiet when this Ramakrishna is speaking atheism? Hmm? Yes?
Yes, but when my parents like praising them, I should stay quiet there.
Why? What you should speak boldly. What's the problem? Hmm? Huh?
I
Hello?
need to say, I mean to say, Roji, like my parents are following that Ramakrishna mission, so they praising them.
If your parents are doing the wrong thing, is it proper for you to tell them what is right and wrong? Is it not proper for you to educate them? Huh?
But Roji, they are not listening.
Then you don't follow them. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji, yes, right.
You should make plans to become detached. Yes?
Yes, Prabhuji, right.
You cannot follow a person who have fallen. If a person is fallen, you should become detached from his association. Correct?
Yes, yes, right, Prabhuji.
Yes, astrically, if you are supported, then what's the problem? Hmm?
Yes,
Yes,
Prabhuji. Hmm.
Shastra is the base. Shastra is the real father. Correct?
Yes, Prabhuji, we cannot disobey Shastra, right.
What is that verse that says Shastra is the, anyone knows? Hmm? I think it's what? 5, is it 5? Shastra, Harsaswas and the Swasas, what is that? Who
Hare
knows?
Krishna Prabhu, please accept my obeisance all Vishnu Prabhupada. Is it 6:5:20 if I'm correct?
6, 5, 6, 5, 20, is it?
Yes, Prabhu.
Yeah, 6, 5, 20, yeah? Very good. Thank you.
Thanks so much, Prabhu.
So you can see here, it says here, Narada Muni had asked how one would ignorantly defy one's own father. The Haryasvas understood the meaning of this question. One must accept the original instruction of the Shastra. According to Vedic civilization, one is offered a sacred thread as a sign of second birth. One takes his second birth by dint of having received instruction in the Shastra from a bona fide spiritual master. Therefore, Shastra, scripture, is the real father. Can you see this statement? Hello? Hello?
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Hmm.
All Shastras instruct that one should act material way of life. If one does not know the purpose of father's order, the Shastra, he is ignorant. The words of a material father who endeavors to engage his son in material activities are not the real instruction of the father. Hello? Hello?
Yes, bro. This is
Is
right.
it? Hmm?
Yes, bro. Yes. I am seeing. Yes.
Crazy father and mother, simply telling you to go to hell. Is there real father and mother? Teaching you to go to hell? Is there real father and mother? Tell me. Yeah? Hello?
Yes, Rosie, I understand. Yes.
Huh? So wasting your spiritual life, I mean your life for millions and millions of lifetime. You have come in contact and we got this real connection with the Shastra and Guru, a proper bona fide Guru, and you now, been disturbed by your crazy parents, correct?
Yes, bro. Like they don't believe and they also let not other to believe. That's
Yeah.
their problem.
So better you make plans, huh? Yes?
Yes, bro.
Hmm. All right. Any other questions?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Please accept my humble obeisances of Lord Shishra Prabhupada.
Yes.
There's one instance where Dhruva Maharaj did not take the good instruction of Narna Muni in 4th Canto, chapter 8, verse
411, 410,
35 to 37.
410 something or 4, some around that place there.
Yeah,
Ask you to
he disobeyed the good instructions of Narada Muni when Narada Muni was trying to advise him not to take the path that he was taking. How was he able to advance if he was disobeying his good instructions?
he did not disobey. He ordered Narada Muni was checking him out before he accepted him as disciple. So he was telling, no, you please go home and you are still young and all that, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes.
and he said, no, if you don't want to give me this direction how to go to Krishna, then you can then do your own thing, I'm not interested. See, so he saw his boy was very determined. So that's how the Guru tests also, to see how determined the person is. Huh? Correct? Yes. If you're not showing your determination
Yes.
in practice, then
Yeah.
how can you become a disciple? Yes, ordinarily you're going through some material test for every little thing, then why you cannot be tested spiritually? Yes? Hello?
Yes.
That's how
Yes, Prabhu.
so we have to show that
I don't know if I'm audible. My connection is not that good.
we have to show that how we are determined to carry out the instruction of the spiritual master. Yes?
Yes, Prabhu.
You understand? Even Arjuna was tested in so many ways by Krishna.
Yes.
So we should also prove our determination, sincerity. Right? And that requires surrender, no? Yes.
Yes, Prabhu. Like as you were saying, it reminds me of the verse that like if you're a king or a guru or a father, you should instruct without anger, uh, and you should continue to instruct even if they're not able to follow. So for a neophyte like me, Prabhu, there are times where I'm not able to fulfill um, fully the instructions of my Shiksha Guru and everything. But like, would it be like the case that in due course of time, as I'm following what I can do, I become more enthusiastic?
You see, you have to not take this verse and think that no, I cannot follow, they should not be angry with me. And no, we should not think like that. As a disciple, we should try to fulfill the desire of the instruction of our Guru. You understand? Yeah? That I can follow, I can do. This is when you say I, it is all a mental disease, you know. I can do this, I cannot do that. This is pure nonsense. In spiritual life, you just surrender. You understand? The moment you put conditions like that,
Yeah.
there's nothing on the bodily platform. And that way you won't surrender. Right? You understand?
Yes.
Yeah. No, I am a neophyte now, so therefore you should take it easy with me. I will only do this, I cannot do that. This is all Maya, you know, Prabhu.
It is Maya.
It's a duty of the disciple to carry out the instruction of the Guru as one's life and soul, you know. So there's not that that's why Prabhupada said impossible is in a fool's dream, you know, in a fool's dictionary. You understand? So we cannot try to be complacent, you know, by taking advantage of this verse and saying that, look, you know, I cannot follow, but I should be, spiritual master should be lenient on me. And no, this is nonsense. This is for the spiritual master to be lenient on the disciple, but not for the disciple to take advantage of this verse. Huh? Hello?
Yes. Yes.
My spiritual master has said this, I have to do it. That should be the mood of the disciple. Because as the moment Prabhupada said, you cannot, you say, I cannot do it, then you're fallen. You understand? Yeah? Yes?
Yes.
He says, I'm showing you a verse. Sons ought to render service to their father exactly to the extent one should obey the command of his father or spiritual master with due deference, saying, yes, sir. Two words in this verse are very important. One word is pitari and another word is guru. The son or disciple should accept the words of the spiritual master and father without hesitation. Whatever the father and spiritual master order should be taken without argument. Yes, there should be no instant in which the disciple or the son says, this is not correct, I cannot carry it out. Is it clear?
Yes.
When he says that, he is fallen. When he says that, he is fallen. The father and spiritual master on the same platform because the spiritual master is the second father. The higher classes are called Divija, twice born. Whenever there is a question of birth, there must be a father. The first birth is made possible by the actual father, and the second birth is made possible by the spiritual master. Sometimes the father and spiritual master may be the same man, and sometimes they are different men. In any case, the order of the father or the order of the spiritual master will be carried out without hesitation. With an immediate yes, there should be no argument. This is real service to the father, to the spiritual master. Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur has stated that the order of the spiritual master is the life and soul of the disciple. As a man cannot separate his life from his body, a disciple cannot separate the order of the spiritual master from his life. If a disciple follows the instruction of the spiritual master in that way, he is sure to become perfect. This is confirmed in the Upanishad. The import of Vedic instruction is revealed automatically only to one who has implicit faith in the spiritual Supreme Personality of Godhead and his spiritual master. One may be materially considered an illiterate man, but if he has faith in the spiritual master as well as the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then the meaning of the spiritual revelation is immediately manifest before him. Yes? Yeah?
Yes.
So you cannot say that, look, I cannot do. The moment you say that, Dana is fallen. Yes?
Yes. So there's no option to say no or maybe later.
Yeah.
It has to be at that moment.
You try to push yourself, that's it. That means surrender. Correct?
Yes. Yes, Prabhu. I have
Right.
to push myself.
Any other questions? Prabhu, as we all know, in the material world, there are three kinds of pain. Yes. Disturbance from other living, but it is it for our previous karma. Without our karmic reaction, one can disturb us. Yeah, whatever disturbance we are going through, because our material body, we have got all these three kinds of disturbance. Adi Atmic, Adi Bhautik, and Adi Devik. So we should learn how to go beyond that. This is all in the modes of material nature. That's why you take up this devotional process and come to the platform. Then you will not be disturbed by all these three kleshas. Even though you are put into them, you will learn how to overcome them. So this is the only solution to cross over the modes of material nature by taking up this devotional process. There's no other shortcut to it. If you want to cross over the influence of Maya, then the only solution is to take shelter of Guru and Krishna. Otherwise, there's no way you can cross this Maya. All right. Brahma Bhuta Prasnatma Na Sochate Na Kanate. Bhagavad Gita, yes. If you take shelter of devotional service, not falling down in any circumstances, then yes, one who engages in full devotional service, unfailing in all circumstances, at once transcends the modes of material nature and thus comes to the level of Brahman. So this is the process. If you do the devotional service, then you can overcome all these kleshas. Yes? What is the other question now? Is it possible for any living entity to disturb me without my own previous karma? Whether they disturb you or don't disturb you, if you can control your mind, then whoever disturb you, they cannot disturb you. If you cannot control your mind, then anything also you will become provoked, Correct?
Yes, correct.
If you are controlling your mind, then nobody can provoke you. But if you cannot control your mind, then you'll be agitated even for slight things. Correct?
Yes.
So you can only control your mind if you surrender it to Krishna. Otherwise, not possible. Yes?
Yes.
All right. So, okay, we will have to stop here. I thank you all for your very nice association. Thank you again for your time with us.
Thank you, Prabhu. All glory to Srila Prabhupada. All praise unto you. Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu.
All right, all glory to all of you.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. All glories to
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Dhanyavad pranam. All glory to Prabhupada.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandavat Pranam.